Hello there, citizens of planet Earth, and welcome to the Frontiers! Today we're going to be playing the classic of the RTS genre by the name of Command and Conquer 3. I would start with earlier versions, but first of all I don't really have them in English variants until I probably will be getting Ultimate Collection soon enough. And second of all, they're not quite good enough for recording. I mean, quality will be terrible. I could still play them for lols. We'll see. Anyway, without further ado, I will press the GDI campaign button because once I do that, all the explanations, plot-wise, will be given to you in a movie, which I hope it plays in English. Enjoy.
Philadelphia uplink successful. Welcome back, Commander. Today's threat level is low. The state of the planet is deteriorating. Tiberium infestation has reached critical levels. Red zones have suffered the worst contamination and cannot support human life. Yellow zones are dangerously contaminated, but contain most of the world's population. Decades of war and civil unrest have left these regions in a state of social collapse. The Brotherhood of Nod operates virtually unchallenged in these zones. They take advantage of the chaos to recruit members and disguise their military infrastructure. Nod's leader is a charismatic figure we know only as Cain. Cain is determined to accelerate the spread of Tiberium, believing it is the catalyst for the next stage of human evolution. However, in recent years, the Brotherhood has been suspiciously quiet, with little terrorist activity. The remainder of the Earth's surface is unscarred by Tiberium outbreak. These blue zones are considered the last refuge and hope of the civilized world, and are under the protection of the Global Defense Initiative. You have been assigned command of the GDI forces stationed on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Good luck, Commander.
And there we are. So basically, if you don't know at all what Tiberium is, I will explain to you after the cinematic rolls. Oh, the high quality cinematics. Those were the days.
Commander, General Jack Granger, good to have you on board. These are interesting times. I don't know if you know it, but INOPS has downgraded Nod's threat level to low. With Cain apparently dead, Nod's been fractured by internal power struggles. Recruitment's down 25%, and they've abandoned 4 bases in the last year. The prediction is another decade of peace. I say it's the calm before the storm. After 28 years of fighting Nod, there's one thing I can say with absolute certainty. As long as there's Tiberium on Earth, Nod is a serious threat. If our intel says otherwise, it's because Nod wants us to take them off our radar. That's why I want you to go to North Carolina. Zone security stop would look like a produce delivery truck yesterday, but it turned out to be a Nod vehicle. Before it could be searched, the driver blew it up, himself along with it. I want you to take some troops down there, see what you can turn up. Hopefully I'm wrong and this is just a false alarm. But if I'm right, be prepared for the worst. This is Lieutenant Sandra Telfair. She's from INOPS. She'll give you all the details of the mission.
Also,
Lieutenant?
she's a former porn star,
Good
but
afternoon,
that
Commander.
doesn't matter, right?
Glad to be of service. Here's what we know so far. After the delivery truck incident, we turned Sky Sentry onto the area. And bingo, we located a high-output sub-Terra energy grid in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, Nod's up to no good. Your ace in the hole is an old base we have there. Bring it back online and you can recon the entire area. My advice is to engage the enemy only if necessary. No telling what those maniacs are hiding down there. Good luck, Commander. I'm here if you need me.
True. Alright, so yeah, if you don't know, for some reason, what Tiberian universe is all about is about the mineral called Tiberium, which in alternate history falls down on Earth via asteroid in 1990s somewhere, 1995 maybe, 1995 probably, and that sparks, and that like divides the world in two parts. One that believes that Tiberium is a very dangerous radioactive mutating material that is bound to be destroyed, and another half that believes that Tiberium is a god's gift that must be used to bolster the human evolution. Those are led by the charismatic man known only as Cain. He is a mysterious person who dies multiple times, quote unquote, always comes back, never dies completely, and nobody knows why, because people have been using like various destructive methods of wiping out Cain. Orbital strikes, just, you know, plain shots to the face kind of thing. Pfft, nothing works. He still comes back somehow. It's a mystery of Tiberium universe. And oh god,
this is GDI Battle Command. Here to get you up to speed on some of the ground.
Can you actually believe that this is a game 2007 year release?
Commander, we need you to
2007.
locate the old GDI outpost and investigate rumors of a Nod presence in the area.
Still looks good as new. Like,
Input
really,
transmission.
this level of graphics is still great.
Going to be off normal patrol duty. Ready for orders, Commander.
Ready for orders.
This way, Rifle Squad.
Unit under attack. Establishing radio uplink.
Looks like Nod is here after all. Eradicate the Nod forces occupying our outpost. Once those
Sure.
forces are evicted, we'll restore the outpost remotely, granting you access.
Alright, and now the RTS begins.
Data updated.
Ah yeah, there will be intelligence pieces which I might as well just read it out loud. GDI Archives, GDI Base Closure. Scrap of news article from 2043. As of 2043, GDI has closed over 60% of their military bases around the world, including installations in North Carolina, Brazil, and Eastern Europe. The most recent cutbacks are due to decrease in Nod activity. With Cain dead, the Brotherhood seems to be splintering apart. Alright, so this is Tiberium. We collect it,
Once you've built a
and we
refinery,
refine
your
it.
harvester will automatically seek it out. Once the harvester is full, or
Okay.
the field is depleted, the harvester will return and begin refining the Tiberium.
Also, GDI harvesters are protected by small machine guns on top of them. GDI Archives, Tiberium Primer. Tiberium, a gift or a curse? Tiberium is a scientific curiosity, a vastly powerful resource, an unprecedented environmental cataclysm, a catalyst for war, and much more. It's like nothing we've ever seen before, and it is constantly transforming itself. We are almost certain Tiberium is extraterrestrial in origin. It is not man-made, and there is no evidence of the substance on Earth prior to its first appearance half a century ago. Early forms of Tiberium were almost organic, sprouting out of the ground in what seemed to be plant-like pods, leaching minerals out of the earth and emitting clouds of toxic gas. Over time, Tiberium showed it had the ability to evolve and change. By 2047, most Tiberium on Earth has manifested in what we know as its most common form, a self-replicating proton lattice that turns any matter it touches into more of itself, giving off powerful radiation in the process. It can change anything it comes into contact with into more Tiberium. Is Tiberium terraforming the Earth into a planet suitable for alien life? Is it a weapon? Is it a creature of some kind? Perhaps some form of consciousness resides in the crystal lattices, a quantum crystalline brain that grows ever smarter as it grows and grows. There are many theories about what Tiberium actually is, and why is it here. Ultimately, its origin and its purpose, if it has one, are still a mystery. GDI has not given up on trying to contain the spread of Tiberium. With Tiberium infestation reaching critical levels and new, more sinister variants of the substance turning up, things started to look pretty grim for planet Earth in the middle of the 21st century. However, GDI has found a vulnerability in the green crystal that they have begun to exploit. GDI engineers have found the resonant frequency for Tiberium, and they have created sonic resonators that are capable of breaking up Tiberium crystals. The high-level scientific explanation of the alien substance is included here for students, engineers, and scientists. Alright, I guess I'll skip that. This is I guess it's mostly pseudo-scientific. Tiberium captures a fraction. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna mostly be reading only smaller ones like these, because reading all of that wall of text is kind of unfortunate. I guess I'm gonna just slowly scroll through these, if they're big, and whoever wants to read them, you can just pause the video and read them for yourself. But I'm gonna try to get as many of these intelligence pieces as possible. Don't you worry.
This is your mobile construction vehicle. Once it is unpacked, it'll allow you to construct various structures.
Amazing.
Intelligence data updated.
Mobile construction vehicle. Combat engineering primer. Mobile construction vehicles, or as MCVs, are deployed to all major threat theaters to serve as the foundation of a forward operating base. The MCV is capable of rolling over any relatively clear terrain. It is not equipped for self-defense. When an MCV reaches its destination, it can immediately unpack into a construction yard capable of building production structures, a Tiberium refinery, and other elements needed for a forward base. The construction yard can be packed up into the MCV at any time, although it's only advised when the base it supports is no longer being used. GDI weapons, units and weapons. See, these smaller ones are much easier to read through. With our MCV, we'll also gain the ability to repair stuff, if I remember correctly.
Establishing video uplink.
Okay, apparently we don't.
Commander, you will need a bigger force to stop Nod. Select your construction yard or the structure tab on the command bar, then click the barracks icon.
Yeah, and you can also use the double
Incoming transmission.
mouse.
Before engaging more Nod forces, bolster your own army with infantry.
You can also use both mouse buttons to position your units. Like so, for example, in formations and stuff.
Building.
Unlike later games like Red Alert 3, for example, the buildings construction is the same for all factions.
Intelligence data updated. New construction options.
Intelligence, let's read it. Barracks. Field manual, logistics. GDI base camps are created using highly portable modular buildings. This allows for easy construction and tear down of shelters in harsh climates and remote locations. Personnel stationed at GDI bases will find themselves protected from Tiberium contamination and iron storms due to the durable armor plating, but will not have access to advanced weaponry without the support of an armory. See, that makes sense. You gotta build an armory to...
You can queue up multiple units. Multiple structures of the
Which is
same
a
type
structure
allow for
somewhere
additional
here.
build queues.
Intelligence data updated.
Another intelligence. So much intelligence at these earlier levels. Equipped with the GD2 rifle, GDI riflemen are the mainstay of GDI military forces. They are deployed to all combat zones and trained in anti-infantry combat techniques. Riflemen are most effective when garrisoned in fortified structures and are equipped to dig foxholes when the need arises to defend a fixed position. Riflemen should never be deployed against heavy armor, especially flame weapons, without significant heavy weapon support. I forgot that they can dig.
Objective
Oh
complete.
yes, of course. In this game, units can actually have up to 4 different abilities
Enemy
or
units
properties. No, they're gonna blow up my power
is
plant.
under attack.
That sucks.
Commander, your base is low on power. For additional power, build a power plant from your production tab.
Yeah.
Building.
In the meantime, I
Incoming
might as well.
transmission. To restore your base to full power, build
Yeah.
a power
Build a
plant.
power plant. I might as well display
In the
what the
meantime,
dig-in
you can
ability
remove
looks like.
buildings from the power grid to free up more power. This will allow
Creates a
the
small
rest of your base
bunker.
to continue functioning. To do this, click on the lightning bolt button at the top of your command bar, then click on a structure. Only structures that require power can be turned off. You may need to turn off more than one structure in order to meet your power
Anyway,
requirements.
in patch 1.0, it only creates a bunker for one spot, whereas in patch 1.9, which is the latest one, you already get a bunker with 2 spots, which is
Well done.
amazing.
The green power bar located on the left side of the minimap indicates that your base
So
now
I can
has
basically
enough
build
power.
bunkers and, for example,
Transmission.
put into them
Repair the
rocketmen,
command post to help
rocketeers,
restore this GDI base. Building
stuff like
armory.
that. Very useful. Very
Repairing.
useful.
Objective complete.
Repair the command
Battlefield
post.
expanded.
Yay! Now I actually get to kill stuff now.
Commander, it seems Nod has noticed us. They're sending a force to destroy our base. Quickly build and
Also,
deploy a
these
watchtower-based
foxholes
defense from the
will
support structure
remain.
tab.
New bonus
I can get the units out and they will remain on the ground. Amazing, isn't it?
Building.
Watchtower.
Unit under attack.
That's right. Keep the fire on 'em, boys.
Construction complete.
Got him.
Establishing video uplink.
All right, Commander. You need to push forward and destroy the Nod outpost guarding that bridge. I'm sending reinforcements now.
Okay. What are those?
Incoming transmission. Not presence appears
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
minor.
Skip.
Complete.
So we get rocketmen,
Missile
right?
squad reinforcements have
Yeah,
arrived.
missile
New
squads.
unit types available for training at the barracks.
We got how many?
Listen up, missile squad.
Ah, let's
On account of
place.
the Nod presence, additional
Just
squads
leave
of
these
missile
guys.
soldiers have been requisitioned. Missiles are much more effective against structures than standard GDI rifles.
Our base is under attack.
Securing area.
Must kill these.
This way, rifle squad.
Build a second infantry queue. So, if you build a second barracks, you create a second queue, which is very useful.
Training.
Not 6, just
Rifle
5.
squad ready.
And in the meantime, let's read. Field Manual, Basic Infantry. GTI missile squads are armed with the FGM-90, which is designed to inflict maximum damage to vehicle and aircraft. Light vehicles like jeeps and buggies are excellent targets for missile squads. Missile squads are normally deployed in tandem with larger rifleman squads, but can be used to great effect from garrison positions in civil buildings or APCs where they are protected from anti-infantry fire.
Construction complete.
Right.
Rifle squad
Additional.
ready.
Bonus mission
Bonus
complete.
objective complete.
Yay!
Missile
Why do you-
squad ready for combat. Affirmative.
You're weird.
Missile squad ready for combat.
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 So now you can switch between these two queues,
Missile squad ready
or
for
just
combat.
click on the building. They will be constructed simultaneously. Very useful, isn't it?
Affirmative.
Let's make them control group 1.
Enemy in range.
Unit lost.
Fire.
And one of these smaller guys? They don't matter. Have 2 star level infantry squads. Look at the graphics again! Jesus Christ, the explosions, the effects. Look, the ball freaking rolls out of the Nod barracks when you kill it. This is so great. Gives 1,000 handicap points to any modern game. I didn't see this kind of graphics quality in any strategy game or maybe even some of the shooter types,
Reporting in.
shooter type games. Alright, I did it.
Building.
What next? Eliminate node outpost. I did it. It's done.
Rifle squad.
There appears to be some kind of misunderstanding. Today. What? Didn't I do it? Destroy all the Nod forces, the Hand of Nod, and the Node outpost. I did it!
Construction complete.
I did it, game! What else do you want from me?
Yes, sir. Rendezvous point confirmed. Move. Roger out.
I think we have a glitch here.
Understood.
Alright, I'm gonna pause the video here and find out what's going on here, because that's not what's supposed to be happening. See ya. Alright, well, I had to actually restart the mission, and let's see if it works this time. You didn't really miss too much. I mean, the intelligence just popped up again. You didn't miss anything, I think. Nope, nothing.
Missile squad ready
So
for
yeah,
combat.
we're just gonna build a couple more of these missile squad dudes,
Missile
and
squad ready for
we'll be on
combat.
our way.
Securing area. Forward advance.
Forward advance.
Unit under attack.
Assault fire. Riflemen move out.
Let's try taking out the Hand of Nod first. Then we'll deal with this. that, and then that.